Okay, now something very interesting, users and permissions. So do we need 5 minute break or you can continue?
You can continue.
Okay, okay, fine. So users and permissions, definitely we are talking about issues, you're talking about workflow. So the issues and workflow, and third the important core of JIRA is users. So users will work on the issue based on the workflow decided by the lead or project lead or the JIRA admin. And those different users will have different permissions. Some can create project, some can delete project, some can view only, some can edit only, some can make a transition like to do to in progress. Some cannot be done, cannot be allowed to do the transition. Some can only see view. So those type of permissions is also required based on the who is using that tool, based on the need, right? So if you talk about users and permission, then user is an individual who can log in to Jira, and also this counts towards the license. If I have license of Jira, that is not unlimited, maybe that is 100 user license, then only 100 people can account can be created. Then there is a group means it's the collection of users, and if I'm giving some permission to that group, it means all the permission which is assigned to a group will be applicable to all the members or users in that group. Using group is an easy, convenient way for managing a collection of users when multiple users in an organization need the same permissions and restrictions. So in one go, suppose you've created a group in Jira and that group has like development group and there are 20 members, and you want to give all 20 members same permissions, so you can put the permission for that group and put all the permissions will be applicable to all the users inside that group. And also whenever you create a project or first time you create account on Jira, two groups are by default created. One is the Jira administrators, another is Jira software users. So let us see in the Jira. You see here user management. Seems slow. Yeah. So this is the user management screen. Here you see there are team behind every success. Okay, definitely. And if you want to add multiple users inside your Jira, you put their email IDs here, right? And add team members, or you can invite them as well, just putting the email IDs here also, right? And while inviting, you can also put them inside a particular group. You can also give them send them personalized email, like you can type here what email you want to send them, what's the body of that email, so you can do from here. So here in the bulk you can do, here you can type email addresses by separated by comma and invite, so it's almost both are same thing. And the only thing is that what JIRA service you want to give them access of. So service management customer JIRA user level permission this user will get, and this user will not have the admin access, right? So there is some restrictive permissions will be there, whoever will be invited. So you see I had created one user here and invited here, right? And once user is created, you can see the details, add user to a group, right? So I have different groups. New dev group, I can add this user to a particular group, right? And if you see details of this user, you will able to see the details and also group membership. This user is connected with or linked with which groups, right? And what are the permissions this user have, what are the product this user can access. Also it's visual here, you can change, right? Do you want to make him the product admin? Yes, no, right? It's your choice. Here you can create the groups like my new UST group users, right? I've created this group and I can add the members to this group. Suppose that I'm adding this member Sangeeta only. So she is added inside this group. We can remove, we can see the details of this user here, right? No product access is there, so I can especially give the JIRA access, right? So what is the meaning of this? The group, my new UST group users have access, this group has access of this JIRA software, right? And whoever will be added for this group will have user permission, right? So Sangeeta is added here in this group. If I add another user also, that user will have also permission of a user, right? With no product admin permissions. So these are you can invite users, you can someone is already requesting to join your board through some link, you can give access from here, right? So any question on this users and groups? I think many people know about this one. Okay. Now if I click again this user management here, so we're talking about account. I have only one account, I can create more than one. So I'm not going to verify my domain and anything. So if you're looking to such thing, you need to do, but it's hardly it's needed to work on in this side. Now go to the system, or before going into the system, I'm just opening this project, Scrum project. And if you see here project setting, here is the access, right? So I can add more people here for the project. I want to add Sangeeta as a member or viewer administrator. I'm just adding as a viewer, right? So Sangeeta will only able to view. Viewer means viewers can search through, view and comment on your team works, but not much else. Edit or delete it, the user will not able to do, or not create a task, right? So limited permission I have given for this user. Now go inside the system, and if you see here, there is a project role. So these are the some different roles here, right? So I can create new role like administrator. Here is a role, a project role that represent administrator in a project. View usage. So this administrator is linked with these projects. This is the developer. This role is not associated with any notification scheme permission issue, so nothing is there. So what is the meaning of this? In this role, developers I added one user, Sangeeta. So we can create multiple roles here. Then there is a permissions. So if you see, here are different users and groups, and they have some permissions. One is the administer JIRA. These are the permission for the administrator JIRA, and these are the users or groups are linked with this permission. Sorry. So create team manage projects. There are different JIRA permissions are there. And from this permission I can assign this permission to particular group, like this. I want complete my UST group users to assign browse users and groups, right? So if you see the browse users and group permission, this is added, this group is added, and this is the permissions for this group. And in this group, this is the group, one user is only there, right? So basically what is happening here, this is the JIRA permissions. These are different types of permissions are there, right? And on basis of this permission, we can link these permissions to particular group. You see all these are the groups and they have the users and they have some permissions. And if you see configure permissions in user management, so these are the 4 products this my account have. Like users access setting is there, users invite, I think it's not like that. One second. So guys, the idea is that we can have different, these are the JIRA permissions created by JIRA complete set, and you can create a group, add users in those groups and assign these permissions to that or to those groups. So this is the permissions and user management here. So I hope some clarity is there how you can create users, how you can create groups, how you can add users to those groups, and how you can give permissions, different permissions, JIRA permissions to those group users, right? Any question on this one? Uh, Anybody asking something, because I'm not able to hear properly.
There is a question in the chat window, Jay.
Okay. Can we add users to one project? No, that users can be in the multiple, because see, if you see the project setting and there was access, right? Here I'm adding the people. So anyone who is here, in user management. So when you are inviting the users, you are not dealing with any project here. You are just adding as a JIRA user, right? As a JIRA user. Once that is a JIRA user, you can create multiple projects. Like Jay is here also, Sangeeta is also here in this first Scrum, and my Kanban project is there. And if you see the access project setting, access, Jay is also here, and I can add Sangeeta also here, right, as a member. The same member can be added into the multiple projects. I hope it's clear, right? So I hope I have answered your question, Rini. Rini, have you still are you getting problem in adding same user to multiple projects? Also, Ramesh, you have some regarding unable to drag apps to my desk. This problem is at the Jira end. This should be draggable. That is not working. Their application has some issue. That drag is not working.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, Rini, I think I have answered your question. So, I think Rini is not nearby. Okay. So, we can assign same user to multiple projects. Now, if you talk about the two default groups created when you create any account on Jira, one is the Jira administrators and another is the Jira users. These two are the default user groups. Sorry, one is the administrator group, another is the users group. And the role is of this group is administrators. I have already shown this one to you inside this project roles, administrators, right? And if you see the global permissions, so this was the default admin account, admin user, admin group is created. So, and this has the administrator access, right? So permissions are permissions schemes. So permissions is that are setting that control what users can see and what they can do within the Jira. For example, the same person can dictate whether users can create a new projects or whether a user can see a specific type of comment on an issue, right? So guys, I think we're clear about this one, right? Permissions and roles and users. Now type of permission, when the global project permissions, issue permissions. So whenever you are assigning some permissions, maybe you are assigning permission is global level. Some permissions can be at project level, right? Project level means in the project you are able to create a project or delete a project, or you are allowed to do or not do. Issue permissions, are you allowed to create an issue? Are you allowed to make a transition that issue from one status to another status? So you can do all these things. So global permissions include like bulk edit, bulk move, bulk workflow transitions, bulk delete. You can do browse users, Jira users, Jira administrator, Jira system administrators. These all are comes under the global permissions. Project permissions are, these are the project permissions like administrator project, browse projects, managing a sprint, workflow. These are the issue permissions. Assign issue, assignable user, close issue, create issue, delete issue, edit issue, or these are the permissions you can set. So if I go into my project, you can see here manage roles. For this project we have 3 roles: administrator, member and viewer, right? And suppose that I want some users to be able to only comment, not do anything in my project. So I'll create a new role, comment role, right? Only they can comment. I'm just giving this permission, right? Not a single action this user can perform, and I'm giving this to one particular user, Sangeeta, right? Close. So Sangeeta is in this project. She has multiple roles. Viewer, definitely she has to view, then she will able to comment. So she will be only able to make a comment and only able to view, right? Or you can make just a, because this is meaningless until she is not able to see. So that's why viewer is needed, right? So are you able to see how we can restrict access to the project, what action they can do? Suppose that I am looking to create another role. This person can only not able to delete anything. Create and edit only, right? I've added here. So what this person can do: create and add, remove vouchers. No, I'm not giving this access. Edit a comment, edit due date, edit. I'm just giving edit and create permissions. Edit. Attachment, that person can create issues. View vouchers. So I've created a different role here. Manage roles, right? So what this person can do, whoever, I'll add a member in this project, and if I'm assigning this role, what it means. Anybody? Anybody, guys? So are you see the benefit of this manage roles, what you can do here? Anybody can help me to understand if they are understanding what you can do from here.